There is a new documentary on BBC Three this evening. It's called Don't Just Stand There, I'm Having Your Baby. And it follows what they describe as clueless dads-to-be as they attempt to learn as much as possible about pregnancy, labour and the birth with the aim of being some help in the delivery room. And again, men, if you were there and you were helpful, we'd like to hear from you. Joining me live now is David Pearson. He's a dad from St Albans. David, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Justin.
Thanks for your time. So tell us about your experiences of childbirth. How did you feel when that big moment arrived for you?
Well, I mean, generally speaking, I was there for the wife. I mean, I can't pretend that, you know, I was starting off with the premise that I was going to be there for the birth, but I was. I was there all the way through. I mean, we went to Watford General. They did a great job, so thank you very much. But about halfway through, you know, the staff gave me lots of stuff to do, so I felt useful, which I think was a key thing for me. And we ended up natural childbirth, but they put her in these stirrup things and asked me to hold her. I mean, you know, forces of nature are unleashed at that point, and I'm a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
But I had to say at one point, look, I'm not going to be able to hold her much longer. She was pushing back at a hell of a rate.
Wow.
So it was great. I mean, I was there all the way through. But for me, the funniest bit of being there for the birth was as soon as the little boy we had first, as soon as he was born the first time, they took my wife away to tidy her up after the event, and handed me the little guy. So for an hour and a half, I'm sat in the delivery room holding this little guy with, and I think BB's, you know, the TV got it right, but didn't have much of a clue what to do with him.
Well, the thing is, it's all about education. Did you cry? I want to know when that moment came. I mean, David, again, you sound like a geezer to me. I hate to use that term, but for the basis of this conversation, I will do. Did you cry?
No tears, but I certainly welled up. It's very emotional, there's no doubt about that.
So do you think documentaries like the ones which are being shown this evening are, in actual fact, good? Because there will be a number of clueless dads who haven't really got a clue about anything to do with childbirth, so a programme like this might teach them a thing or two.
It's good to know, it's good to be aware, but, I suppose I pull back to the professionals at the end of the day. If my wife went in for heart surgery, I wouldn't expect to be in the room helping out. Be there for her, absolutely. Be there if you want to be there for the actual moment, because it is quite an incredible moment, and be as useful as you can. So, yeah, be aware. Certainly good to know more than, nothing. But there's a point where the right people have to kick in and do their thing. Absolutely.
David, appreciate your time. Listening to that is Nicola from Watford, and is the chair of Doulas UK. Nicola, a very good morning to you. Welcome to the programme.
Good morning.
Can you tell us what Doulas UK is briefly, first of all?
Doulas UK is an umbrella organisation for doulas in the UK.
OK, so we're talking about this documentary this evening. Is it a step in the right direction? Yes, they're making a TV show, but surely there's going to be some form of education there as well.
Yeah, I mean, antenatal classes are particularly important for preparing couples for birth, but also as a doula, what we do is we meet couples early on in their pregnancy so that by the time they go into labour, they have somebody with them who they know really well. And all of the research suggests that continuity of care is really important in childbirth.
How do you break down that barrier, though, Nicola, of us men just being men, and in that situation, stereotypically, we think we're going to be no good? How do you break that barrier down?
Simply by knowledge, as you said. It is just a question of men being prepared and knowing what they're going, what's going to happen to their wives when they're in hospital. So explaining a little bit about the equipment that's going to be used, just being there. Research shows that just having a doula reduces the rates of caesarean section and intervention, and that's what's scary for men, I think.
I can't wait to see... I tell you what, we've been talking about this all morning. I personally can't wait to see this programme tonight. What about you?
Yes, I will watch.
Yeah.
I think there's been an awful lot of programmes on the media recently about birth, some of which have presented it in a positive light, some of which haven't, so I wait to see how the programme tonight is presented.
Looking forward to it. Nicola, let us know your thoughts, OK?
OK, I will.
Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you, bye.
Nicola Wilson there from Watford and chair of Doulas UK. 8:54 across beds, Herts and bucks. Just in